Salve, guys! Estamos aqui em Aquila de novo. Nós vamos ter que ir lá entregar esse bendito códice agora. E vamos vendo o que vai dar. Qualquer lag e etc e tal que acontecer é devido ao OBS, tá? O jogo atualmente tá rodando a 80 FPS, lá fora ele roda uns 50. Mas se tiver um lag, alguma travada aí, pode botar nos comentários que eu tento resolver, tá? O OBS tá de sacanagem comigo ultimamente. Não tem como eu gravar tudo, editar e assistir depois, é muita coisa. E aí, senhor Calvo? O cara tem umas entradas em cima, olha.
How goes the hunt for the first? Good, good. If you ask me, I don't think they stand a chance. You're like an Ashta creeping silently through the high grass, waiting for your chance to pounce, and then boom! Down they'll go. So, did you get any more of those encrypted slates? Because, let me tell you, I am so close. Who, me? Doubt you? Not a chance, Deputy. I knew you were a natural the moment I laid eyes on you.
If you're looking for the Rangers, check the upper levels or the canteen.
Come in, Deputy. Take a seat.
Grab a chair.
While you've been in the field, we've had more reports about farmers being threatened and attacked. Unfortunately, some didn't survive. Not really, no. We can't be everywhere at once. Right now, our best hope to stop them is you. Yeah, well, you might have to. How's your investigation proceeding?
Porra, Sarah Morgan não gosta de nada do que eu falo.
That's assuming he finds something useful. Otherwise, you'll be no better off than when you started.
It must be very easy for you to sit back and criticize when we've been doing all of the field work.
I've done my part. Besides, this is Ranger business, so why don't you keep your mouth shut?
Oh!
Let's move on.
Ó,
I
briga.
asked the other Rangers to share their opinions of you, and there are some things I want to go over. We'll start with Ranger Callow in Hopetown. She was grateful for your timely arrival, and impressed you had the guts to take on those pirates. Nia says you were respectful with Ron Hope and didn't push too hard. That shows me you were listening when I said to go easy on him. I can understand that. He can be uncompromising, but he looks after his people.
Let's continue. We've got a detailed report from Ranger Price about your recent visit to Neon. He said you took on a syndicate loan shark to help an informant. And you were right to do so. Helping people is our most important duty, even when you're conducting an investigation.
You got results, and that's what matters most. Price was impressed by that. Said you really took the initiative.
Ranger McMillan praised what she called your uncommon bravery and dedication. She said you took on the Red Mile so you could get a meeting with Marco Graziani. Is that so? Well, I hope that's not just false bravado. There's nothing wrong with feeling fear. More often than not, it'll keep you alive.
Não, literalmente, a
So
milha
what
sangrenta
happened
foi
with
fácil.
Marco? I doubt he gave you that slate out of the kindness of his heart. I suppose underestimating you was his last mistake. Damn. I thought if anyone could see reason, it'd be Marco. What about Maya Cruz? Her loyalty to Hull and the 1st Cavalry was stronger than most. I guess I'd want the same thing if I were in her place.
Excuse me, Marshal?
Not now, Alex. We're in a meeting here.
I know, but this is important. I've done it. I've cracked the encryption on the slates. Now, I don't know exactly where the First are headquartered, but there are references to a place called the Factory.
The factory? That was our nickname for the main facility where the mechs were manufactured.
Under the terms of the peace treaty, they shut all the mech factories down right after the war.
But they didn't destroy them. At least not all of them. The facility was on Arcturus 2. It could be a dead end, but if it's not, then you'd better be ready for a fight.
Be careful, Deputy.
Então o pau vai quebrar.
I picked fun. Now what?
Finally, some action.
Their shields are gone. Take them out.
Ah, meu sistema de armas é muito potente. Os caras não conseguem fazer nada.
Already got him bracketed.
Cadê você?
Their grab drives down. They're getting close to grab
Eu não vou nem me mexer, vou só ficar parado esperando eles virem.
You took out their jump drive.
Nossa, eu botei toda a energia nas armas, olha essa porra.
Drive's online.
Praticamente automática a nave, ó. Tá, vamos pousar de uma vez. Fábrica de mechas da Freestar.
Good to go for landing.
Gostei da iluminação desse planeta, bonito, cara. As minas também. Fica sempre pra Sarah levar uma mina na fuça. Por isso que ela não gosta de mim.
I don't mind exploring the place, but what worries me is that we don't know who was here and why they left.
But I'll give credit where it's due. You're a hell of a pilot. If you came here seeking justice, it's waiting for you inside.
Ah, eu achei que ia ter um diálogo aqui, tá? Tipo, ah não, você pilota bem, a gente quer contratar você. Não, foi direto pra ignorância. Eu tentei jogar uma granada, mas não tinha granada. negócio é sempre pegar a munição dos inimigos. Quando você for ver, você tá cheio, nunca vai usar tudo. Que ignorância. Tem diálogo não.
I'm a man of action. I've got no use for lies. So when I tell you that you're being manipulated, you know I'm telling the truth. You think the Council of Governors really cares about anything but themselves? They're greedy.
Então, amigo, eu não tô nem aí pro Conselho de Governadores. Eles são outro problema. Você é um problema e eles são outro.
I followed orders and I led good men and women to their deaths. I'll carry the stain of that dishonor to my grave.
Eles estão magoadinhos porque os governadores cancelaram o ataque quando eles estavam prontos. Aí eles foram condenados por tramar um negócio que tecnicamente era a ordem deles. Entendo? Entendo. Mas não é por isso que você tem que sair por aí matando todo mundo, né? Tá putinho? Tá, mano. Não precisa sair matando todo mundo por causa disso. Gosto de munição grátis. Tá porra, o cara tem um lança-míssil. Até dar um F5 aqui. Cadê? Tem alguém aqui embaixo? Sniper aqui tu ganha na missão da UC, hein? Quem quiser saber. É um dos melhores snipers do jogo. Se botar silenciador, então... Ah, tá atirando em mim. Morto. Porra, por que toda vez que tu leva uma paulada tu tem que parar pra atirar? Continua atirando, cara. Opa, deixa eu ver que arma que eu peguei. Aplica aleatoriamente um efeito de sangramento ao alvo, atravessa até as armaduras mais fortes. Vou dar uma chance. Não, é que eu tô em combate, né? Mas eu já quero modificar essa shotgun pra ver se ela é melhor que o que eu tenho. Tem jeito, esse sniper aqui é bala. Ok. Agora eu vou voltar pra lá e vou customizar essa 12 aqui que eu acabei de pegar. Quero ver se ela é boa mesmo. Cano curto não, né? quero focar em alcance. Falta pouquinho para desbloquear a modificação alta potência. Carregador de balote, interno, tá, a boca. Eu vou botar no lugar da minha outra 12 aqui. Minha outra 12 dá 450 de dano, só que a cadência dela é bem baixa. Essa daqui é parecida a cadência, hein? Talvez eu até fique com a outra.
Cavalry was the greatest fighting force the Freestar Collective has ever seen. At the Battle of Nira, the 1st Cavalry was destroyed. Why? Because the asked for a truce. Coward. Their power.
Sempre peguem a munição dos cadáveres, vale a pena. Irídio, acho que eu tenho uma mina de irídio. Não, F não, G. Também conta como fuzil de precisão. Aqui tem suprimento. Ver se eu consigo abrir essa fechadura mestre. Tinha um monte de coisa automática que nem vi. Ué, por que não vai aqui, ó? Eu boto um. Tá bugado. Bugou aqui. Deixa eu recomeçar. Dá uma olhada melhor nessa porra aqui. Aí agora sim. Agora sim. Calma aí. Eu tô conseguindo aos poucos. É nível mestre, né? Tem essa, nível mestre. Aê! O que tem aqui dentro? Créditos. Roupa, não quero roupa. Foda-se as roupas. Tecnologia de Xeno armada. Dinheiro, resumindo. Tinha dinheiro e dinheiro.
I don't stock up on junk.
Não é lixo, é munição. Santa. Começar a mirar mais objetivamente, né? Minha Nossa Senhora. Apareceu muito ponto vermelho. Difícil achar o pessoal, hein? Calma aí. Estão em cobertura. Oi, Sarah, tudo bem? Tá tendo um tiroteio. Não sei se você se importa. Cadê? Ali. Apareceu, tomou. Pode... tá correndo por quê, filhão? Vem aqui que a bordoada é de graça.
You're seeking justice? Well, what about justice for my sisters? Minutes away, minutes from winning the battle and the war, when the ceasefire order came down. Now there's...
I can't believe the scope of the operation the FC was running here. It's a miracle that the fighting ended at all.
É um... Ah, é uma pistolinha comum. Olha, tem umas armas pica aqui dentro, hein? Voltei. Vamos lá. Dá licença, Sarah, por favor. Vem pra cá um minutinho. Vem. Cachorrinho bonitinho. Vamos ver o que tem aqui dentro. Munição, é claro. Deixa eu ver quanto que é a minha. A minha é 129, melhor. Mas eu vou pegar pra vender. Também vou pegar pra vender. Ô, 100? Oi, amigo. 100 balas numa sub? Ah, porra. É, mas não adianta nada não. É boa, mas não adianta muito não. Prefiro aqui a minha com 3 balinhas e... Aí. Tô tomando. Mudar o nome desse sniper pra Ctrl Delete. Ctrl Shift Del. Bom dia. Vou botar em fuzil, né? Vou dar mais dano ainda. Nossa, 440 de dano. Puta que pariu. É literalmente um tiro, uma morte. Não precisa nem mirar. Olha isso, não precisa nem mirar. Uma revistinha. Ah, eu já tenho esse fuzil aí da velha terra. Opa, não é pra negociar com a torreta não. Vamos salvar o jogo, né?
I can't believe it.
Tá bom. Ô, Sarah. Tá bem aí, filha? Vamos carregar aqui, porra. Ai, ai. O único bug que eu tenho em relação ao NPC é de vez em quando um inimigo voando e essa porra de Sarah aqui que não fica quieta, essa vadia.
I can't believe it. You just took on some of the best mercenaries in the Freestar Collective and cut right through them. If we'd have had more like you in the war, we could have planted our flag in New Atlantis. You fought because you had to, and you fought well. Don't apologize for that. More importantly, you survived. Most soldiers don't. I know, because I'm the one who led them to their death. You don't know what it's like to look around and see the faces of warriors who trusted you to lead them as they die screaming. I watched brave men and women torn limb from limb by monsters. I saw mech pilots cooked alive in their cockpits as their machines burned. Those deaths didn't have to be meaningless, but spineless leaders gave up on us, even when victory was within our grasp.
We've both seen our share of hell. It's whether or not we allow those awful memories to consume our souls that defines who we are.
Ah, Sarah
You
tá
have
certa.
no right to judge me.
Claro que tem. Você ficou magoadinho e achou que era uma boa ideia matar todo mundo pelo meio do caminho?
You really want to know? Because you might not like the answer. Last chance, Deputy. You can walk away right now and remain blissfully ignorant, thinking you fight for a noble cause. But if you still want the truth, I'll shatter that illusion for you right now. We'll see about that. Not long after I started the first, I was contacted by a man who said he represented someone wealthy and influential. I refused to work for a shadow client, so he agreed to set up a meeting. Imagine my surprise when Ron Hope showed up. He offered me a lucrative contract to take possession of certain farms throughout Freestar space.
That's quite an accusation.
The credits were good, but yeah, getting some payback was the real reward. You think I've lost? Is that it? I haven't lost. You go find Ron Hope and tell him what I've told you.
Não, foi o Ron Hope que contratou a gente, quer dizer, eles, pra...
You do your job, and I get one last piece of vengeance against the Council.
If what he says is true, then there's no question Ron Hope has to answer for what he's done.
Don't bother.
We're trying to take you in quietly. Violence is not the answer, Major.
I'm gonna make this easy for you, Deputy. I'm gonna die the way I lived. Weapon in hand, no compromise, no fear. But first, here, take this. Use it to cut out the weakness rotting at the heart of the Freestar.
Ele contratou a primeira pra mostrar que a Freestar era útil.
War comes. And it will come. The collective needs to be strong. Now my unit's waiting for me, and I'm gonna report for duty one last time. Goodbye, Deputy.
Só eu que bato aqui.
See if they've got any weapons for ammo.
Duas roupas únicas, eu vou guardar na minha casa. Mas eu nem fui na minha casa ainda, eu devia ir, né? O que eu tenho que fazer aqui? Tá, quando eu chegar em
Clear to land at Hopetown.
Ah, chegamos aqui. Não sei o que. Ah, estação de polvo. É do planeta, tá? O nome do planeta é polvo. Vamos descer em Hope. Acho que eu não... Não me lembro se eu vim pra Hope. Eu tava em Aquila. Hope eu nunca vim. Eu acho.
I have something for you when you have a moment.
Ah, não, eu vim sim. Eu vim aqui pra pegar Contrato ali do roubo da nave. Ah, me esqueci totalmente. Da Rupitec.
Keep an eye on your valuables.
Things for you.
Local security handles most problems.
Será que é por aqui?
That's very generous, Mr. Hope.
It's well earned.
Salvar porque vai dar merda.
We set some ambitious quotas. You.
Well, I won't pretend it was easy, but everyone pulled together.
I'll let you share the. Good to see you again. Well, I've just received a report from the Marshal about your progress. He said you had a promising lead on the mercenaries who stole my ship. I trust you're here with good news. And what's that supposed to mean exactly? Oh, the same Paxton Hull who was court-martialed during the Colony War? Well, I've never met the man, and I can't imagine why he'd make an accusation against me. I see. I'm impressed, Deputy. It's clear you have a bright future ahead of you.
What's going on? What is this about, Mr. Hope?
Nothing that concerns you, Birgit. In fact, why don't you make yourself scarce?
I think I'd like to hear what the deputy has to say.
Que close, yeah.
Just hear me out, and you'll see. I had a good reason for what I did.
Ah, então é real essa
The
acusação do
truth
cara.
is, we've been falling behind the competition. Significantly so. We needed solutions. A few years ago, I began to diversify. We started to research chemicals, fuel, those sort of things. We developed an experimental fertilizer. And it failed utterly. It wiped out entire crops. I was prepared to write the whole thing off when we made a discovery that changed everything. Turns out, our fertilizer was transforming the soil, bolstering its mineral content tenfold. We donated the fertilizer to select homesteads and let the farmers do the work. And when the time was right, we cleared the farm and brought in machinery to harvest the mineral-rich soil. The reduction in labor and materials costs sent my profits soaring.
So those farmers poisoned themselves, and you ended up reaping profits. How can you even live with yourself?
It's nothing personal. It's just good business. I don't expect you to understand.
Óbvio que não, que ideia idiota.
I never intended for anyone to be hurt. I told Hull to buy the land, not take it by force. Unfortunately, farmers can be stubborn folk. And I couldn't risk any witnesses.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. How could you do something so awful to innocent people, to families?
Not another word out of you, Birgit! I can take your job. And more. We'll discuss this later. In any case, I suppose the gig is up. I give you my word that I'll call off the operation and return the land to its rightful owners.
Ah, sei lá, cara.
You're right, of course. Something must be done. I'll set up a fund to handle funeral expenses and take care of any surviving family members. We'll do this the right way. I give you my word. You're right, yeah. Those families deserve to be compensated for the inconvenience. Well, perhaps a discount on their next purchase from Hotech.
Porra, desconto é foda,
Seriously
né?
turning an apology into a business pitch. That's disgusting.
With that resolved, let's talk about you. As a member of the Council of Governors, I'm authorized to award you a substantial bonus. And of course, we'll both agree to forget about my little cost-cutting endeavor.
Já sou rico, filhão. Preciso não.
Well, let's not be too hasty, Deputy. There's something else you need to consider. I'll do what's necessary to protect my company and my employees. If you tell anyone about this, you're risking their livelihoods. Do you really want to put all these people out of work and make their families suffer? But on a much larger scale, yes. Well, I'm afraid there's no avoiding it. The past can't be changed, but the future is very much in your hands, Deputy. You put me away, and this company will fall apart. You have destroyed far more lives than I did. I'll make myself very plain. I won't let you jeopardize my reputation, this company, or the people who work for me. If that means you suffer an unfortunate incident at the hands of my security personnel, so be it. I'm important. You're nothing.
You're not actually threatening to attack a Freestar Ranger, are you?
You're a despicable man, Hope. And I hope you get exactly what you deserve.
Such a shame to see a promising career cut so tragically short.
O cara literalmente tinha um almoço e uma pistola no inventário.
He tried to have you killed. I don't understand. Mr. Hope always seemed like such a good person. But everything he said about the farmers and hiring those mercenaries, it was so awful. not all he was. He always looked out for us, for his employees. We never saw that side of him. And now he's... You killed him. Nobody should ever want that. Especially when it means killing someone who meant so much to so many people. What happens to us now? That would be Elana Nwankwo. She seems pretty capable. Maybe we'll be okay after all. I guess we'll have to figure things out. Find a path forward.
There might be some difficult days ahead, but I wish you good luck.
Então é isso. Vamos lá falar com o... Eu de novo, meus princesas. Só que dessa vez sou sem webcam porque acabou a bateria. Vamos lá.
You're back. Good to see you back safe, Deputy. What's the word on the mech factory? Are the mercenaries hiding out there? I take it that they weren't too much trouble for you, given that you're standing here. Did you find out why the first was taking over farms? What? Ron Hope? That's one hell of an accusation, Deputy.
Are you really that surprised? Hope's always had a reputation as a man who'd do anything to succeed.
He's on the damn council, Emma.
So he can make laws favorable to his business interests. Sure, he's known to look after his people, but do you really think he gives a damn about some farmers on Montara Luna?
Did Hope explain his motives at all? That has a familiar ring to it.
I recall hearing about some Hope Tech initiative to help farmers. At the time, I just figured it was a PR stunt. Seems a little more sinister now.
Please, tell me you've got some evidence to back up these extraordinary claims. All right, let's see what you've got. Interesting. Yeah, this is pretty damning. Especially this last bit about destroying the slate. And you confronted Hope about this? Damn. This is going to send shockwaves throughout the Freestar Collective. If the people can't trust their leaders, anarchy could follow.
Have a little faith, Daniel. We're not the United Colonies. One bad apple won't spoil the whole damn barrel.
Easy for you to say. You ain't the marshal.
Not yet, but you ain't gonna live forever, old man.
While we've got you here, there's one last piece of business to take care of. Emma, would you please?
With pleasure, Marshal. When you first joined us, I told you that you'd undergo an evaluation process. There's one thing left to do. A simple question. Do you feel ready to wear the badge of a full-fledged Freestar Ranger? Good. Duty and honor are the backbone of the Freestar Rangers. Marshal, I approve the deputy for advancement to the rank of Ranger.
Thank you, Ranger Wilcox. In your time serving as a deputy, you've shown exceptional courage, fearless tenacity, and a high regard for the safety of our citizens. By the authority granted to me by the Council of Governors, I hereby promote you to the rank of Ranger. Here's your badge. Wear it with pride. But don't forget the solemn responsibility it represents.
Thanks to my own personal biases against the Freestar Collective, I was skeptical when you originally accepted the appointment. But seeing you in this moment, I have to admit that I am bloody proud of you.
E aí,
Well
vai
done.
parar de me odiar agora?
I know you will, Ranger. Let's hear it for our new Ranger.
Uhul! 3 pessoas! Opa, espaçonave Star Eagle. Opa! Tô nem aí, tô indo lá ver. Cadê?
Having a good one.
Tá, eu sei que aquela é minha nave, mas eu quero Star Eagle. Por que tu anda sempre no cantinho escuro, hein?
Got anything you need to offload? Sure. How about it?
Eita, olha o tamanhão dessa porra. Ah, tem menos potência nos mísseis, etc e tal, mas eu vou pegar ela aqui. Talvez depois eu modifique o reator e algumas outras paradas, mas por enquanto eu fico com ela. Vamos explorar ela. Quero ver que nave que é essa.
Move on.
Vamos explorar primeiro o andar de baixo, tem a sala de máquinas. E só. Podia ter mais coisa, mas beleza. Segundo andar. Há uma cela de prisão.
Hey, Captain.
O que é isso daqui? É uma cozinha? Não, aposentos da tripulação. Pra lá tem o quê? Bonita sim, mas eu não achei muito útil não. Talvez eu modifique bastante coisa que tá nela aqui. Mas por enquanto eu acho que é isso. Da sequência de missões da Freestar para você desbloquear essa nave. Eu vou dar uma modificadinha nela. No próximo vídeo vocês conferem como é que ela ficou. Valeu aí, guys. E te vejo na próxima.